All in the universe came into existence with a purpose, the wind and the forest, and the creatures within. The sun and the oceans make clouds and rain, which in turn water the woodlands and nourish the plains. For what purpose is my enduring soul, if it is not to be cleansed and purified by the affliction of love, as it moves through the cycles of birth and new birth? For it was in another place before, but now we are here. For what desire is my fragile heart, if it is not for the blossoming and eventual flowering through affection and loyalty to love? For it is only by loving and being loved can the heart bloom. For what function is my mortal body, if it is not to be sacrificed by the beckoning of love and consumed in the fire of its impetuous passion? Is this not the work of the gods, who had planned it lifetimes ago? For what aspiration is my untamed spirit, if it is not to be attuned to the hunger of our flaming bodies, if it is not to be the wings of the eternal soul? Is it not to be the fragrance of the blooming heart? For what reason are my pain-drenched tears, if it is not to wash my hurt and take my sorrow away, to flow with the river of love and be taken to the ocean, and be made into clouds that fall as rain to nourish life's plains? Her eyes glistened like a lake of deep black water at daybreak, deeply steeped in compassion, perfectly still with gentleness. Her gaze was like an offering to the gods, a gift of devotion, a steady flame with a pure promise of loyalty. Each glance from her eyes denied me the temptation to look away, but instead to gaze at her gazing at me with my own eyes. Her smoldering eyes, like a divine door ready to swing open and reveal its deep secrets of a kindling fire of hidden desires, burning remnants of a dream of passion and warm intimacy. As my mind failed in its effort to reconcile reality with illusion, unfrozen entanglements of my past and future came tumbling out. Her eyelids like an entree, she presented fragrances into the wind and received from the universe what it wanted to have in exchange. She drew me close and then shut me within her own world to indulge in her luscious pleasures or bitter affliction. I could not harmonize my attachment to life and profuse love, and the universe's resistance to that affection. Her eyes glistened like a lake of deep black water at sunset, deeply steeped, still with gentleness, a pure promise of devotion. Her essence spoke to my soul in a way that was full of nostalgia, and whose meaning I was unable to interpret or accommodate. Each glance from her eyes denied me the temptation to look away, but instead to gaze at her gazing at me with my own eyes. Meet me in this sandy paradise in the purity of the night, when our bodies are washed, our hearts are filled with light. The wind sings its song, and the night opens its embrace for love. Our desires surge like the sureness of the undercurrent thereof. Can you please meet me over there tonight, just once more? Let us meet over yonder, on the edge of the ocean's sandy shore. Let us meet at the moment when the waves crash the sand, like lovers meeting after a parting that they could not withstand. Can you please meet me tonight? I wish to hold your hand. Please let us feel that moment when the waves wash the sand, as the water rushes over our feet and withdraws into the ocean. Can you meet me over yonder before this night catches the sun? Let us meet one more time, with the sand washed and rinsed clean. Let our thoughts escape and mingle when the world is most serene. Please meet me on the sandy shore, amongst the breaking waves, as there are no wrongs or right in the love that this life displays. Can you meet me tonight? Meet me somewhere out there, where the passionate waves wash the sand and withdraw to repair, when pain dissolves into the dark abyss and fear meets its defeat, where doubts get sucked and churned into the currents beneath. Please let us meet, for it does not matter who has lost or won. In the end, we are washed free of things when all is said and done. We are children of the universe, governed by the spirit of love, and only the universe's devise knows its discretion and its purpose. Please meet me for that brief moment before the next wave breaks, when peace reign in a stormy dance and there are no more mistakes, where our souls get liberated and our hearts are free from suffering, when we can dream our dream and parting is only an illusion.